Welcome to the Popcorn Talk Network, for the online broadcast network that features movie discussion, news, and interviews. Press 1. Popcorn Talk. We talk movies. From the Popcorn Talk Network, the online broadcast network for movie talk, and the schmoes know, this is Box Office Breakdown. Information and commentary on weekly movie box office.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for sticking around. Sorry, we're a little bit late today. My fault.
Yeah.
It is Roxy Streyer's birthday, so that is my excuse for everything. The world centers around Roxy today. You guys bug her on Twitter. Tell her happy birthday. We are just back from Comic-Con, and where all of us went.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I got to see you a bunch.
I know.
JTE was just missing.
I was working.
He was working.
We were all working.
I was rolling the Screen Junkies crew, and we were just running around like Mad Men, getting interviews and doing bits and panels. It was just crazy.
It was really funny. You know, the schmoes were walking down the block, and then Screen Junkies were walking down the block, and JT was in the middle, and it was like a power struggle of who he wanted to go with. It's like one of those. It's like that Seinfeld episode.
Who did he choose?
He chose the money. I mean, where it's the Seinfeld Bizarro episode where we had Christian is the Signor, this guy's this guy.
Yeah.
It was very bizarro Jerry world.
There's no Finstock over there, though.
No. I was watching from afar.
I ran into Finstock.
Oh, you did?
At Comic-Con. Yeah.
Nice.
I ran into Finstock.
Yeah.
And then I ran into Finstock like 2.0.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the difference there?
He was the Down syndrome character guy. He was great.
He was a sweetheart.
He was a really nice guy.
Sweetheart. And then I ran into
loves the show.
Finstock 3.0, which was female.
Yes.
Oh,
and
really?
who made finger points at me.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, she was having a good time. I think Yezi or Desi, something like that. She bought me a drink.
Yeah, that was
a good time.
my biggest regret was I wasn't able to go to the Meet the Schmoes meetup.
I'll tell you what, the outpouring of love there was great.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good fans and good people.
Really just so nice. I got a bracelet.
Yeah.
A bracelet.
From Pablo Escobar, right? What's his name?
I got a shot glass from Pablo from Mexico.
Nice.
It was like vintage.
It was
pretty
awesome. And just talking with everyone.
Yeah. It was great,
stuff.
getting recognized by. It's nice to meet the fans, and I was usually recognized from Schmoes No, but it was great. Half the people I met were like Box Office Breakdown. I mean, I really enjoy it. It's so funny. We love it's so entertaining, and that's so great to hear.
Wait,
that,
speaking of fans, though, we have quite the list of winners from last week. Dylan said that Your Eyes' outpouring on the internet was like great. It was one of the best weeks we had, and we have so many 5 for 5s. All right, guys. Those of you who got 5 for 5 are Marcin Krolek, Dylan Kench, Brandon Cody, Ben Bailey, Lady Robinson, Ryan Martinson, and Daniel. As well as for the Gallows guesser, that goes to Andres Dombrowski and Hugo Patino. And the Millions guesser finally goes to Ben Campbell.
But the real winner on the table is me, 5 for 5 again.
This is the thing, I gambled. I was with you, and I tried to just...
You should have stuck with it because you beat me on the Minions prediction. But
I did
still,
beat you on the Minions prediction.
made a
I would
ton
have
of
won.
cash.
This is sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will talk about, as our show says, Box Office Breakdown. We will talk about the box office, but you guys were on track for this week. So nice work. Thank you for participating. Also, just to let you know, because we are getting so much, guesses are going to have to be in by Friday morning / afternoon. We're not taking Friday night guesses. There's too many estimates out there. Too many numbers are getting released early.
Yeah.
So Friday morning, afternoon is going to be the cutoff.
Yeah, we're not saying you guys are cheaters or anything like that, but...
Dude, if this show was on another day, I would cheat. Like
everybody cheats.
yeah.
Everybody does. Yeah, I took a train back from Comic-Con. It was fantastic.
It was nice.
I'm never driving there again.
Yeah, usually during the weekend I follow the box office numbers because we do a box office show. But this weekend I think we were all pretty preoccupied.
Yes.
Like I came home Sunday night. I woke up Sunday morning. I was like, all right, what's happening?
I have
no idea.
I feel like I haven't seen a movie in forever.
Well,
yeah, it's been a while.
Like a week.
Well, when you're there, we were all there since Wednesday. It's almost like a paradox. Like, the only thing you're checking is Twitter. The only people you're dealing with outside of San Diego is the people you're coordinating with to get to like parties and other things like that. I didn't turn on the TV once. I mean, you're constantly in elevators. You're walking around with a zillion people there.
For a con that's so focused not only on comics but on movies, TV, media, you actually don't watch any media.
Yeah,
besides
you don't.
like
There's
little
nothing.
clips that
Yeah,
they
you
show
tweet
you.
every once in a while. You do some Facebook stuff and some periscoping, and yeah, it was very interesting.
Last year, Hall H, I was in Hall H all last year. And I definitely missed that aspect of it, even though I don't miss sleeping in line and all that came with it. But, you know, we had some hookups this year, so it wasn't as bad for the people who did get to go to Hall H. Again, I was on the floor. Last year, I barely saw the floor. I barely saw the comic floor. That's where I spent the whole time this year. I was on the comic floor. So next year, I'm definitely hoping to hit up some panels. Because, you know, they're showing clips, but again, I saw the Suicide trailer leaked. And it's kind of blurry, and you can kind of make it out.
It's not like
seeing it with that audience and having that energy of just excitement.
It's so exciting to be in there. I didn't get to be in Hall H too much because I was doing like press and such. But first day, walked into Hall H, no line.
Yeah, wow. Thursday's the day.
Bill Murray panel.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then watched like the Hunger Games panel. But I was just like, yes.
I got to say hello to
Didn't have
Bill
to wait
Murray.
over
That was
line.
great.
Didn't have to do anything. Just walk straight in.
Yeah, Thursday's the one day where you could kind of just get in there because people are just kind of still showing up. Most people have jobs.
That's the thing. Yeah.
That's why Friday night, Saturday is.
I think
worse.
we'll probably do the meet and greet next year, like on a Friday, which is more people come into town by then.
Yeah, and also we got Kamikaze coming up in October.
Absolutely. And
we had a panel last year.
We may be going to the New York Comic Con. Not sure yet.
All
That's
right,
true.
Well, we
might
will
be.
keep you updated on that. Let's get into this weekend's movies. Starting at the bottom of the pile, but good job. The Gallows coming in with 10 million. Then we go up and we got all of our heavy hitters. That's why I say good job to the Gallows, because when you look at the movies it's grouped with, it doesn't quite fit in. Number 4, Terminator Genesis, dropping almost 50% down to $13.7 million. It did go up, I guess, like 25 theaters, so big drop, but that's nothing. Inside Out taking the 3rd spot, again falling behind Jurassic World, bringing in 17.1 million, dropping 42% compared to Jurassic World's drop of 38% to 18 million, and taking the number 1 spot, breaking the 100 million mark, Minions with 115
That's a lot
in
of cash.
4,300 theaters.
I didn't even know there was 4. Yeah, wow, that's a lot of theaters.
4,300 theaters. You're getting an
Jesus.
average of 26.8 per theater.
I mean, look, that's great cash for this movie. I mean, it is very good.
I've heard of mixed reviews.
Yeah, it's like 50% or something on Rotten Tomatoes. But movies like this, look at Inside Out, it's like in the 90s. Minions, I think, it doesn't have to be good. It's not. It doesn't have to be a great story. You just have these, the little yellow idiots running around all day. It is what it is. It's going to drop off heavy next week. But I'll tell you what, Universal is just absolutely crushing this year.
This year, they're killing
Holy
it.
Jesus Christ.
Crazy.
Over 3 billion,
Speaking to Minions on Rotten Tomatoes, it's the critics that are getting it 54. Fans are giving it like a 61. So
It's still very low
not
for a movie that makes 100 million.
Well, it's funny because Despicable Me has always done fairly well, and the Minions were always the side. It was like, it was a great side dish to this overall movie.
Right.
It's hard taking that side dish and making it the full entree, if you will.
Of course.
I think that's kind of hard because, listen, these guys don't really talk.
No.
They don't really have characters. They're just little...
They do have characters.
They are characters, but are they that much different from each other?
No,
if you
ask a hardcore Minion fan, they will tell you yes.
You throw those 3 characters with a group of Minions, I don't know if I could pick out the 3.
No, it's a 3 quadrant. Dads don't want to see this movie. They're not rushing out like Inside Out. Like Inside Out, there's at least some, kind of story for adults that would work. Minions, it's like I said, once again, it's the babysitter taking the kids and the mom and the dad if he's forced to. I don't know any dads are going to go be like, I need to go see Minions.
He's a single father, maybe?
Maybe. Just like a...
I don't even know what tangent we're going on.
If you're a single dad, bring your date with your kid to go see this movie.
Yeah, it did immensely well.
Well, it beat the next 10 movies put together.
True.
All down the line.
Well, everyone knew this movie was gonna make. I think I said around 90 million, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I had 92.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to just go up a little more on my predictions because these movies are blowing these things out. Yeah. But I didn't want to. I thought Jurassic World would do a little more than that.
Speaking of the full top 10, Magic Mike dropped down in its second week to number 6, bringing in only 9.6 million. But more more than that, Selfless in its opening weekend made 5.4.
I'll tell you what, this guy needs Deadpool bad.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's lucky it's good because this is a horrible disappointment. This is a lot of money. A lot of money, a big money budget for a terrible result. I mean, look, Ryan Reynolds has his fan base, and
of course,
and those are the people who go see Ryan Reynolds movies. The 5.9 million. This movie is going to top out at under 20 million.
I don't when I think of suspense thriller, I don't think Ryan Reynolds.
No.
I mean, he's done some stuff in the past, but is that the roles that come first to your mind?
I just don't
think Van Wilder. I think Just Friends. I think of these comedic movies, and it's like I'm not putting in like the same category as Jim Carrey, who tried to do drama, because Jim Carrey was just a much higher comedic actor.
Jim Carrey's
Ryan Reynolds. He's tried to do some indie stuff, but
I liked Amityville Horror.
Yeah, it was
and
a fine
also
remake.
Liked Safe House, but
Amityville
didn't make any money. But Safe House is Denzel's movie, and I think Ryan Reynolds should play the back seat on these movies. Look, it's the Proposal, which we'll probably talk about later. Or whatever.
Deadpool is perfect for him.
Exactly,
because he's using what he does best. He's good at those quips. He's good at that kind of smart aleck talk.
Sure.
So I think it's tailor made for him, and it's a popular Marvel character. He needs this hit, to be honest with you.
You could put anybody in Deadpool. You could put a Cuban guy right off the boat in this movie and make money.
And we're going to see Van Wilder like 3, Return of Van.
If
he doesn't do something good.
And he's going to fire his representation immediately.
Listen, he was married to Scarlett Johansson. He's married to Blake Lively. He's doing all right.
He's fine. I don't think he's worried about anything.
He has,
We can all calm down.
Ben Kingsley is in this as well.
Yeah, but he's known for doing like great movies and crap movies. He did Thunderbirds and The Glove Guru.
Hey,
like he just does
about
bad
Ben
movies.
Kingsley, Sarah.
Listen, I'm sorry. Don't get me wrong. I love Ben Kingsley, but like I don't know what his agent is doing with some of the projects. He'll be in like an amazing movie, then he'll be in like a movie that gets nothing. Yeah. As far as critic reviews or money.
That is true.
Yeah.
We've talked so much about Jurassic World, Inside Out, and Terminator. I don't think we need to touch too much.
I just want to say Terminator is it's a flop. Guaranteed.
Look, it might not even make $100 million domestically.
Yeah. It's if the only thing that's going to save it is international. Right now, the domestic total
is at, I believe, about 68 million.
It would have to really crawl.
Yeah,
they're gonna have to put it in the $2 Pasadena theater for about 6 months to get to $100 million.
And but international is where, if it's gonna have any legs, that's where it's gonna make its money.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
And like the Gallows, the same thing with that.
Gallows is gonna drop off huge. Any horror movie.
Huge,
well, it's a Blumhouse.
Yeah.
You know what? Compared to the whole list it's on, it did pretty well.
Yeah.
And the fact that no other movies made any money this weekend besides Minions.
Well, it's the only thing close to a horror film really on this list. So.
My buddy went and saw it. He's like,
I heard it was horrible.
He said it was quite possibly the worst movie of the year.
Oh.
Only behind Mordecai.
And what I didn't realize, the star of the movie is Kathy Lee Gifford's daughter.
I said that.
Did you? I totally didn't hear you.
I said that last week.
Did you?
Yeah, she did.
I totally forgot.
Kathy Gifford.
Yes. And she had a fight with, they had a fight like on air.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why it brought to my mind, yeah.
It's good stuff.
Mom-daughter fight. I mean, I wonder if she could act at all.
No.
Well, I'm sure she'll get some more movies and we will.
Does Regis have a son?
Find out.
No.
Because they should be generation 2 of Regis.
Regis is a closet queen.
All right, we are now going to get into the international numbers. Let's start with Genesis, because that's the only place it will be making money. It added 14 territories this weekend, including Germany, Italy, Japan, and Spain, and grossed $47.3 million from 60 markets. So the total is now $156 million in overseas after 2 weekends.
Still not great.
Not good.
At least it's over 100.
Yeah,
true.
But you gotta remember, not only the budget was easily over, I think $100 million.
Oh yeah,
it was probably closer to 150.
Absolutely.
Plus, throw almost on top of that,
and Schwarzenegger was all over the place.
Yeah, all the public relations, all that. I mean, it's gotta. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it topped out at 300 worldwide. If that happens, look out.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Big trouble for them. But overseas for the Minions, where it got started earlier, the weekend brought in $124 12.3 million from 56 markets, including 30 which opened. It has 280.5 million to date from international territories, and Minions stands at 395.7 million worldwide. It could be very well on its way to joining the $1 billion club. We will see.
It'll be all on.
To date, the 3 Despicable Me films have grossed a massive 1.9 million.
That's a lot of money.
Billion.
It's a lot of money.
So
for
the first
a bunch
two,
of idiots.
For a bunch of yellow pills.
Little idiots. Magic Mike should just wear like a minion thing instead of those
Did you
elephant.
ever call them aliens?
No, what did I?
I think you did.
I think it's
Idiots.
idiots?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a nice
I wonder if they're explained. Are they aliens in the movie?
They're just
I don't know if they're explained.
It's like a ripoff of Mr. Potato
They're
Head.
just like little yellow pills.
But what? Like, how were they created? They're like the Oompa Loompas' cousin or something?
Somebody's probably doped up on angel dust one night and created it.
don't think they can die.
No, they're
Like immortal.
They're indestructible?
They're vampires. They suck.
Well, I mean, this is...
He has no happiness.
This is going to make... I think this movie's going to make more...
No happiness.
Yeah, it's going to make more than the first Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2, because they both look like they made close to $900 million. And like I said, this thing could join the $1 billion club. I mean, it's already halfway there in 2 weeks.
It's unbelievable.
Exactly. Overseas, Jurassic World collected an estimated 21.7 million this weekend, lifting the international haul to 875.2 million, propelling the global gross to a stunning 1.47 billion. It's almost there. It's almost at the $1.5 billion mark.
Yeah, it's going to do $1 billion overseas. This is crazy.
In another week, Jurassic World will surpass Universal's own Furious 7 to become the 4th biggest worldwide blockbuster of all time.
There's a lot of people getting
Japan, the final market, is still to open on August 5th. So Jurassic World's going to be our next
last
fourth
time
spot.
I mean, no one predicted this.
Nobody did.
What is going on this year? Because Fast 7, no one thought that was happening.
No.
No one thought Jurassic World was going to make this much money. I think,
throw out some diversity, throw out some dinosaurs.
Yeah,
if you add in diversity to dinosaurs, I mean, who knows?
Who's the head of Universal? Because this guy must be swimming in money like
friend's his assistant.
Jesus is the head of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, well, seriously,
what'd you say about your friend?
Over $3 billion.
Yeah.
Already.
It's not going to stop.
Yeah, I'm just... this guy must be getting a bonus check. Unbelievable.
Are you kidding?
He's getting... They're going to we bought you an island.
Yeah, he probably owns Thailand now.
All right. Inside Out, we're going to a different company now, banked $151.8 million overseas, with half of the international market still to come.
Jesus.
Yes. Worldwide, it sits at $435.4 million, with plenty to come as markets like China, Japan, Germany, and the UK have not opened yet. So with the reviews it has,
a lot of money.
Inside Out could really bring in some more bank.
It's got great word of mouth.
And it has yet to open in China, which that movie will destroy. They love animation.
How many theaters do they have there?
Well, I think...
I don't know, man.
What are you talking? They have one for every 4 billion people there.
They're constantly growing. Like the theater chains in China have almost doubled in the last year.
They put a lot of money into their theater systems.
Isn't there 1 month out of the year?
They're trying to make a really big film festival over there.
Yeah, they will. They can do anything. They're making. I think there's 1 month out of the year that they only play Chinese movies, though.
Yeah, there's a certain rule.
It might be this month.
They do have there's only a certain amount of American films can make it into there. Yeah. Like, it has to be China films for a certain amount. I don't know what it is. I remember last year, they didn't get a couple big blockbusters because they already reached their quota. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's changed since last year, but
it's very interesting.
Maybe that's why some of these movies make so much money, because they only get so many blockbusters. But I think that's going to happen less and less. I think China's become such a big market.
Yes.
A lot of people were saying Terminator Genesis, the reason that Asian Star was the T-1000 was solely to get the Chinese dollar in there.
Absolutely.
And same thing with Transformers last year. A lot of people said the reason why the whole third act.
The marketing was just completely for China last year.
They know where the money's at.
Yeah. All right, let's get into our game.
Yes.
Break out the Rosetta Stone, because it's time for the International Title Game.
Al esfuerzo y al heroísmo de una revolución no los queremos.
That was a new move.
Yeah.
There was
I learned some things.
You learned some things.
There was
I learned some things at Comic-Con.
Of like,
It's like a ball of energy.
Pokeball
It's a
or
ball of
something.
energy that I'm kind of creating.
Yeah, it's
And it's like,
it's that one superhero.
Okay.
it's like Dragon Ball Z or something.
who
It's
knows?
Doctor Strange thing.
All right, what is our game theme today? Do we have a theme? Do we not have
Yeah,
a theme?
what's
Yeah,
the deal?
it's Comic-Con based
Yes.
from Marvel.
Yes.
All right.
It's Paul Rudd from who's
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
That's right.
All right.
These movies with insects?
I figured why not. So yeah, here we go.
So they're all Paul Rudd movies.
All Paul Rudd movies.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
She's ungrateful, and she sucks anyway.
Yeah. Wow, that right off the bat, I think that's fake. Keep going.
Over her dead body. Valentine's dirty tricks.
Wait, what's Over Her Dead Body? Was that J-Lo movie?
Maybe, yeah. I think it was.
Over Her Dead
No, I'm not
Body.
sure. But
Valentine's dirty tricks.
Valentine's dirty tricks. Dinner for schmucks.
Oh, that's
What's the
horrible.
word for schmucks?
Pig's dinner.
Okay, that was a horrible movie.
Year one. Your
These are
card.
all
Your card is good fathers.
your card.
Is good fathers.
What does that mean?
Year One's a biblical movie spoof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
Your
card
card.
is good fathers.
All
What
right.
does that mean?
I don't know. Go through one more time. It's tough.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
She's ungrateful and sucks anyway.
Okay.
Is it
Over
and she sucks anyway, or and sucks
and sucks
anyway?
anyway. Over her dead body.
Okay.
Valentine's dirty tricks.
See that one, I believe.
Dinner for schmucks. Pigs dinner.
I believe that one.
Year one. Your card is good fathers.
All right. I'm going to go number one.
I want to go with number one.
I got to go number one also.
I want to go with number one.
I said it first.
I want to go with number one.
Hot
What's your
here or am I
reason?
crazy?
I'm not that hot.
I
I'm
feel like
okay.
you're just trying to flash people.
Maybe a little
I'm
bit.
not that. Are you okay? I'm
maybe a
okay.
little
My
bit.
hands are a bit clammy, but that's
Yeah.
normal.
Okay. We got to work on the AC in here.
What's in that protein shake?
Wait, but why do you pick number one? Just because you don't like the sound?
I just the other ones like don't make sense, and those are usually the ones that are correct.
I just feel like
This one sounds like it was made
he
up.
hasn't seen any of these other movies.
I feel
and this
like-
is the only one he's seen. So
I've
it's
seen-
the only one he
okay.
can come up with a name for.
I've seen all but one, and that first one it just sounds wrong to me.
I'm
It sounds too simple.
I'm picking one too.
Engineer?
Engineer.
I'm gonna say 1, 2.
All right, let's see. We're gonna ride or die together, guys. Let's ride or die together.
Well, you guys are right.
Yes.
Yes.
She's ungrateful and sucks anyway. Is what should be the movie should be called.
Yeah.
Is that the only one on this list you've seen?
Yeah.
See?
Pretty much.
Haha.
I
I've
don't
learned.
even know these other movies. Well, I know what they are, and they're all terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I know Year One ruined Jack Black's career. I know that.
Yeah, that was and Gulliver's Travel.
Okay.
Wow, we
Not
all
gonna
got
try-
that one. You gotta step up your game for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I made it easy.
I
for you.
told you, I'm getting better.
I made it
I'm
easy
just
for you this
We'll
week.
put that to Comic-Con
the
fatigue.
underdog.
Yeah, that was Comic-Con.
Comic-Con
show.
fatigue.
Definitely Comic-Con fatigue.
All right, let's go on to our top 5 list, taking inspiration from Minions. Miss Sandra Bullock,
Yes,
who really
one
has
and
been
only.
doing a lot of press and showing up the red carpets and such for this movie.
Oh,
which
has
I
she
feel like-
really?
Yes.
I didn't know
but
that.
she doesn't normally seem to do as much. So this
Mm-hmm.
is top 5 grossing Sandra Bullock films.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my list is divided on 2 pages. So let's start with the number 5. One of my favorite movies on the list, The Proposal.
Yeah, here we go.
I really like this movie. It was made in 2009 and brought $178 million.
This is what Ryan Reynolds needs to do. Tap himself to an A star
Yep.
in a comedy.
Throw Betty White in there.
Throw Betty White in there. And, you know, this movie is perfectly made for him. I think he's good in this. I thought it was a decent movie. It's a decent rom-com that I think a guy and a girl can enjoy.
It was good.
Yeah, it was fine. And this is what I think the kind of movies he needs to do. I don't think he'd carry a movie by himself.
And that's a lot of money for this kind of movie.
Yeah, well, Sandra Bullock,
Well,
this
she was
around
on,
that time.
Yes,
Yeah.
she was doing it. You know, the eagle that grabbed the dog was an
that's right.
Australian wedge-tail eagle.
Okay.
Yeah, I had one of those. I had one actually as a pet for a little while.
Would it snap?
Well, no,
dogs
you
up?
know, you put that thing on your arm and he hangs on your arm and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Where did you get these numbers?
Box Office Mojo.
I'm getting different numbers on Box Office Mojo.
What are you talking about?
Because I have Box
Yeah.
Office Mojo up.
Is it just domestic or worldwide?
Well, because I was
This
just...
is domestic.
Yeah.
Are they different?
I think so. Because I was like very confused
Go
on
with
how
yours.
number 1 could beat number 2 that you have. I was like, really?
I wouldn't be too surprised by that.
It's true.
Was this with or without inflation? Is that the question?
Well, the one to the right is inflation.
Oh, gotcha.
We'll get there because I'm going to debate this because I'm not so sure.
Oh, so you're saying with inflation, so you're saying Gravity at 274.
I'm saying yes.
Oh, I see what you've done. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that is what I am playing with.
Yeah, but why? What inflation?
Okay, so you're trying to keep the list the way you have it?
Yeah, because the movie did it.
That's the
Fine.
numbers they originally did.
Inflation is just specation.
Okay, we're not including inflation.
Yeah.
It's speculation.
Number
Oh yeah.
Are you okay?
You know, yeah.
Come on, take your shirt off for
Just really hot.
dying. You're killing
I had a
Tom.
lot of sun yesterday too.
I guess so.
Okay, go ahead.
His neck is turning red.
Go ahead, it's
the
really
heat
hot here.
is rising.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because we're going for A Time to Kill.
Yes.
1996, bring it.
Yeah.
Why are you saying really?
No, go ahead. I was gonna say something good.
With 100, are you laughing at the $199 million?
This is like the only. Joel Schumacher's made 3 good movies, in my opinion. This is one of them. The other 2 being Flatliners and Lost Boys.
Yes.
And this was McConaughey before he was, this was the young McConaughey.
Well, he had the speech.
Yeah. This is when he had the most amazing speech.
Yeah.
And the cast in this movie is what really makes it so good. Sandra Bullock plays like assistant to the attorney. Matthew McConaughey. Samuel L. Jackson, who's so quotable from this movie. Yes, I hope they died out to burn hell.
Oh, it was great.
And Keith Sutherland is a KKK member, just killing it.
I mimicked my speech for the trial of JTE with McConaughey. I channeled that. I watched it like 45 times in a row.
That's why we won.
That's why we won. Exactly.
How long
right.
did that take?
Mimicking the speech?
No, watching it 45 times in a row.
Like 10 minutes.
But yeah, again, great film. One of Joel Schumacher's best, based on a John Grisham novel.
I
And
agree.
that back in the 90s, that guy, you attach his name to a movie, it was automatically going to be a hit.
Exactly. It's a total 90s movie. That can't fly. That movie would not fly right now.
Now we're going on to number 3 goes to Speed, coming from Fox.
Yep.
1994, $235 million.
Great movie.
Yeah, Speed to me is still one of the best action movies ever made.
Still holds up.
It still holds up. I think it's
done.
one of the best 90s action movies. It really does hold up. Like you said, again, they don't use special effects like today. This bus would have been CGI half the time.
Absolutely.
I think the premise, no matter yes, you have to have a good director, you have to have good stars, but you got to start with a good premise.
Yes,
if it's
correct.
something original like this was. I mean, yeah, you could go back to Runaway Train, which with John Voight and Eric Roberts.
Good movie.
Great movie, which is about a train that's brakes basically been cut off and it's one way. But to take that and put it in Los Angeles on a bus, which people use every day here.
Oh, yeah.
Like me. I took a bus here.
It's
Just amazing.
I think I'm harping
Listen,
on
there's
this.
something. No. I see you looking at it. There's something wrong with the numbers.
I think you highlighted the inflated numbers
I might have.
instead of the actuals.
Look, it's been a long week. It's been a long
But
week.
I think you highlighted the wrong numbers.
I probably did.
Because right now I'm looking at it and it's like Speed. It says 235
yeah.
million,
The
and then it
inflated
says
would be
121, and I'm like, and this was made in '94.
You might be right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's
sure I
okay.
am right.
We will give you a pass on this one. A lot of alcohol
Yeah.
was consumed over the weekend.
Everything was, and I'm sweating it out right now.
We're
having a hard
We're
time.
going by the inflated numbers is what we're going by.
I
basically.
guess this week
Yes.
we're changing it
We're
up.
switching it back up.
It's really funny.
I was like, there's no
Yeah.
way The Blind Side from 2009
right,
made
so-
more than Gravity.
This week
Yeah,
is a Comic Con
you're right.
special. We're doing
I'm
inflated.
Yeah.
Proposal number 5, number 4, Time to Kill, number 3, Speed.
Yes.
Get to the top 2.
Yes.
Number 2, Gravity.
Number 2, Gravity.
This
Without
was,
inflation.
Yeah. No, this is
No,
with
this
inflation.
is with inflation.
We're doing with inflation now.
Something must have been going on my computer. Maybe it didn't load properly.
All right, so number 2, Gravity.
This whole list is out of whack.
so out of whack.
So I think Gravity was a movie for me that was a little overhyped. I remember Christian and Riley singing high praises.
Oh, yeah.
And that happens when you see
I didn't like
something
it.
early.
I didn't like it.
I liked it, but to me the story was a little heavy-handed at times. There's a scene where she's floating like a baby infant, and I'm just like, come on.
They include the umbilical cord, and you're just like, this is so much.
Yeah.
So
just be a little more subtle.
I thought it's a beautiful film, and no one can doubt. Like,
Totally agree.
The technical aspects of it, the sound aspects are fantastic. But I am sorry, and I love Sandra Bullock. I could not connect with her character the whole film. I didn't really care if she made it back.
Well, because they just threw you.
Agree.
Yeah, they threw you into this thing right in the middle of it, and the only kind of backstory you get is when they're floating towards the space station.
But I cared more. There was like a guy who died within the first 3 minutes by getting hit.
You didn't really see his face. He was just singing.
I cared about him more.
Because he was singing?
I don't know why, but I remember caring about him more.
The director, he originally wanted Salma Hayek to play it.
Also, Angelina Jolie was attached.
Yes, but the studio refused. He refused it by saying no one would believe a Mexican is an astronaut.
Wow, that's horrible.
That's really the truth, too.
That's awful.
Yeah,
that's awful.
It's totally awful. But I would like to see Salma in it.
Yeah, I didn't connect with her character, but did very well. It was a big.
That was a huge movie. I mean,
awards.
Yeah, it didn't win that much, to be honest with you, except for some technical, I believe. But visually, fantastic film, like you said. I think Alfonso Cuarón is a master when it comes to technical filmmaking. I still prefer Children of Men. I think that's his best film by far.
Yeah, that's tracking shot. It's great.
Gravity is entertaining to me. I almost see it as a disaster film.
Okay.
It's just like a fun disaster movie. I wonder if you added 30 minutes, because it's only an hour and a half movie. If you add 30 minutes before she even got to space, where you got to know her character, and maybe the launch, and then I think it would have helped the movie.
Maybe, yeah, because that was my biggest problem is that this was just a character who's going through all these things that I wasn't rooting for.
Exactly. I said the same thing.
Why am I really going to, besides watching the visuals, why else am I going to be attached to this if I don't care if she lives or dies?
Totally agree. That my favorite film about space is probably Apollo 13, because you really get to know those characters, and by the time they're up there, you're with them. True. And they're also based on true people, so that kind of helps it.
All right, then.
Number one.
I guess but not number one, is The Blind Side, also brought to you by Warner Brothers, as well as Gravity and A Time to Kill. 2009.
That was a good year for me.
Inflation.
That was a really good year for me.
What are you talking about?
My company did that movie.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, that was a huge hit. With a small budget.
You ain't kidding.
Were you guys just it was like
every single day was a party.
It was like Wolf of Wall Street up in there.
The bosses were doing legitimate cartwheels in the
That's why you altered this list, because you wanted it to be
just
number
a little bit.
one.
I really do want it to be number one.
You wanted me to read it as number one.
The more money it makes, the more money I see.
This was not alcohol induced. This was plotting.
Yeah.
Yes.
I gotta say, I've never seen The Blind Side.
Really?
I'm sorry I couldn't contribute to your company there.
Don't worry about it. Everybody else in the world did.
You saw it 3 times?
It's crazy.
Wow.
It was one of those ones that I saw, and then my mom really wanted to see it. So
it was crazy. Sandra took a huge pay cut
Okay.
for percentages of the film's profits. Mm-hmm. Now, no one thought this movie was going to make this kind of money. I mean, we did it for like 32, put up another 30 in P&A,
Yeah.
all of our own money, and it sat back and did this. It did like 24 opening weekend, then it did like 34 next weekend, then like 50 the weekend after that. I mean, it went bananas.
It's like American Sniper almost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was just a really good time for our company at that point. And
can I just say, listen, I'm glad I made that much money for you guys. For me, the trailer did nothing for me.
No.
I saw the trailer and I was like, this looks like a Lifetime movie.
I honestly thought I was going to have to look for a new job. So I was like, it's going to tank.
Yeah, for some reason, the trailer did nothing for me. And I'm not, I can't tell you why. That was just my initial reaction when I saw it. So when I started making all this money, I was like, oh, it must be pretty good. But then I started hearing Oscar stuff. I was like, come on. This thing can't be Oscar material.
And
do you guys think it was Oscar material?
I'm trying to remember what it was against that year.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
You also that's always a hard question because it depends on the year.
Yeah,
there are a lot of things that aren't Oscar material that get nominated because it's not that type of year, and there are some things that get completely overlooked. So like when I think of The Blind Side, and if you told me like what it's nominated, I'm like yes, but it always varies on what it was up against that year.
And she won this year, right? Is that correct?
Yes, she did.
And I remember, I think it was the same year All About Steve came out, which was a disaster.
Is a huge tank.
Huge tank with Bradley Cooper. And I remember everyone saying like that was going to hurt her chances. It's the opposite of Matthew McConaughey. McConaughey had a great movie come out, and he had True Detective, which was like, give him the Oscar because he deserves it. Where after that All About Steve, people were like, ooh.
Yeah, and Quentin Quentin Tarantino doesn't do a lot of movies anymore, but he does a lot of speaking engagements and makes a ton of money.
Really?
But the one time I had to go deliver a check to Sandra, and
really?
Yeah, she opened the door, and she's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from Alcon, whatever, this and that," and she's like, "What is this?" And she opened it up. She's like, "Oh, now I know what it is," and it was like $18 million.
Was this when she was that biker dude still?
No, just broke up with him.
Just broke up. Oh man,
Yeah.
you had a chance right there.
Who says I didn't go in there?
Okay.
We're going on, just to let you know, for the Academy Awards, she did win for
I know she
leading
won.
actress that
Who's she
year.
up against?
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me pull
Meryl
that all
Streep.
up. And the film was nominated for Best Picture, but did
Unbelievable.
not win. Let's see if I can.
I feel bad because I haven't seen the movie, guys. I
Yeah.
apologize. It might be really good. For some reason, I can't gather any interest to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be playing for the next 40 years on Thanksgiving Day, so you'll see it one of these
I'll
days.
check out one of these days.
It's a true story.
It is a true
is.
story.
It's a true story. It has like its whole thing.
I mean, yeah.
It's great.
All right. So now we can
It's a great
talk.
movie.
Just also
Great
to
movie.
let you guys know, supposedly, since I have I think, doctored list.
You know what?
Box
That's my
Office
bad.
Mojo does list Gravity, then The Blind Side, then The Proposal, then The Heat, then Speed.
Oh,
So
Heat,
they're
that's right.
five. The five are there, just jumbled a little bit.
Except for A Time to Kill, which comes below Minions, which so far is already at her 6th
Ooh.
spot. So
Okay.
by the end of this run, I'm sure Millions will be
Number one.
on her top 5
Number one.
list. You think it's gonna take number 1?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's get into. We've got lots of stuff opening up. Biggest thing to talk
Big
about
weekend.
is Ant-Man.
Yes.
Seen
Coming
it.
out in seen it?
Yeah, I saw it 2 weeks ago with the whole Schmo crew.
I don't think I remember that.
Yeah.
I
Maybe
didn't
you
watch
did
it.
say that.
I remember saying I couldn't talk about it then because we were on embargo. But since then, I've put my review out there. The Schmoes have put their review.
But you get 4.3 or something, right?
I gave 4.3. I thought it was
pretty
a good memory.
yeah. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I thought the movie was great. I had a blast. It was one of the funniest movies I've seen this year. I said it was the second funniest film, which I think we argued about this. You did. I loved What We Did in Shadows. You
Yes.
kind of didn't love it.
Yeah.
I still got to see that. I like
Jermaine
Jermaine Clement.
I can understand it's acquired taste. If you like Spinal Tap, go check this movie out because it's like that. But
Gotcha.
Ant-Man, Paul Rudd is so good. This guy, I feel like he's well known. He's famous, but he's never been like A-list talent. He's never really carried a movie. He's
No.
always co-starred, whether it be with like
Right.
Tina Fey in A Mission,
Yeah,
or he's been in that
forgetting Sarah
Apatow.
Marshall or whatever we talked
Yeah,
about
this
earlier.
is 40. I mean, this movie is going to make him a star to another
Yeah.
level because he is so good. The reason why we've all loved him for so long is because he's just able
It
to.
says it's only 70%
It's
on Rotten Tomatoes.
Listen, here's the thing about Rotten Tomatoes, okay?
I like Rotten Tomatoes.
If it says
I'm gonna bash
95,
Rotten
Tell us.
Tomatoes.
if a movie's at 95%, that doesn't mean it's the best movie of the year. It just means if everyone says it's good, it'll be at 90%. You see what I'm saying? Just
I
because something's at
understand how
90 doesn't
math
mean it's a
works.
masterpiece.
I understand.
I think Ant-Man, I don't know the people that didn't like it. I think they're probably the people that are just fatigued on superhero movies.
Okay.
But I will say this is different than any of the other Marvel films that came before it. I think it's even funnier than Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a
he's
funny movie.
So
Really?
So he's an ant.
He's Ant and a
Ant
man.
fights big people.
No.
It basically he shrinks to the size of an ant, but when he's that small, he still has the power of like a superhuman.
Like a cockroach.
So like if he jumped up and punched you, it'd be like getting hit with a bullet.
Oh, okay.
Like he's super strong. The thing what I like about it is they're very think about it. When's the last time a movie used shrinking of people since like Honey I Shrunk the
Shrunk the
Kid?
Kids?
That's the last time.
I'd have to think on it.
Yeah, which was great.
I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot about
Yeah.
Ant-Man next week, so we're going to have to save some of this.
I want to talk about it.
Well,
We're gonna
Evangelina,
talk about Ant-Man next week.
Evangelina Lilly said that, because Paul wrote that they made the suit.
Evangeline?
Yeah, Evangelina Lilly. They made the suit too tight on him, so they were doing scenes together, and the bulge in his pants was popping out too much, and she couldn't concentrate, so they had to loosen up the suit.
Okay, lie.
No, I'm
that's a
serious.
lie.
They had to loosen up the
All
suit.
right, let's go to also coming out is Trainwreck.
Yes.
Also in a wide release, directed by Judd Apatow, written by Amy Schumer. Like, she's starring in it. Bill Hader is in it.
It looks interesting. LeBron
That'll-
James is in it.
Yeah, LeBron James.
Crazy
They're
part
really
about
marketing it to, like, although it said brought to you by Bridesmaids, I feel like they're marketing it towards the male audience more than the female.
Yeah, well, they got LeBron in there. I mean, when Amy wrote it, She wrote it, just the character LeBron James, not thinking he would do it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and he was like, I'll do that.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's the best actor from the trailers, but it's more of a niche kind of casting.
Right, exactly. It's almost like getting him in there.
This is why I'm excited about this movie because, again, best friends of Paul Rudd. Judd Apatow directed it. And this guy has been just trying to do the whole dramedy so hard lately with 40, going on 40. Even
And they're like 4-hour-long movies.
Yeah, the one he did with Sandler, I can't remember what that one was called, with Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what the name of it was.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is either.
The best Judd Apatow to me has been is 40-Year-Old Virgin when he's just going straight out comedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this looks like it's going back to that kind of mold. It's just straight up comedy. Bill Hader is hilarious, and I think he's going to be really good. If we're not here from people that have already seen it, it's just as much his movie as hers.
Yeah.
So I like they're having that mix. And listen, Amy Schumer's hilarious. I think her show's really good, and it's nice. It's always
hot right now.
Yeah, she's hot right now. It's always exciting when a new comic comes on and does a movie because you're hearing her voice really for the first time. So that's what I'm kind of excited for.
All right, also coming out.
But also, hold on, I got one more thing about this.
Oh, sure, go ahead.
I don't have a lot of time because I was late.
Apparently, she named the movie Trainwreck. Okay. Because she had a one-night stand with this guy. She left the bed. He thought she left totally. He was on the phone going, "Yeah, I just slept with this train wreck." So she started crying in the bathroom. Comes outside, she starts crying more. Not because he called her a train wreck, because the guy was Andy Dick. Yeah. And she was like, I don't mind you calling me a train wreck, but you're Andy Dick, and I slept with you.
That's a double train wreck.
All right, let's go into
It's a train wreck sleeping with a train wreck.
Yeah.
On another area of film coming out, I'm really actually excited for this movie, Mr. Holmes.
Are you excited for this?
Well,
How do you Sherlock Holmes movie you're going to see?
Yes, love Sherlock Holmes. Also, love Ian McKellen. Also, love Laura Linney.
Oh, Laura Linney's in it. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
she's
Okay.
good.
Yeah,
So isn't it like he's retired, he looks back on his life and stuff like that?
No, I think he does one last case. Isn't it like he's come out of retirement?
Maybe.
An aging Sherlock Holmes returns from a journey to Japan where in search of a rare plant with a powerful restorative qualities, he has witnessed the devastation of nuclear warfare.
What?
Now in his remote seaside farmhouse, Holmes faces the end of his days tending to his bees with only the company of his housekeeper and her son Roger.
Oh, that's going to be a surefire #1 next week.
Grappling with the diminishing powers of his mind, Holmes comes to rely upon the boy.
Yeah, you watched that. So what's he got, Alzheimer's
I
now?
love them.
You're really excited.
It's an action movie.
If Ben Kingsley was watching, you'd be all over this
If
thing.
Ben Kingsley was in this too,
Yeah. Surefire #1.
Surefire. It's Sarah
great.
That
Stretton.
thing's going to make 100. It's not millions right out the box.
just of note, because you guys, unless you have anything exactly particularly you want to say about the irrational man, Joe Dirt, Beautiful Loser, or Lila, Leela, and Eve.
Yeah.
Joe Dirt, Beautiful Loser is on Crackle. Actually.
Yeah, it's free.
It's him and Patrick Washburn, something
You
like that.
know why it's on Crackle? Because it would fail.
It would not work.
It would fail.
I just wanted to put it on here because
gotta be free.
Although it would be very interesting putting it against Trainwreck.
I guarantee it's pretty. I guarantee it's all right.
I guarantee it's horrible.
And The Rational Man's with Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay.
I'm surprised they're not getting a little more heat for that one.
I know. Nobody wants to.
We'll find out.
And then-
Because we are rushing into
What about Lily and
predictions.
Eve?
Yeah, God just mentioned Lila and Eve.
Yeah, it's Jennifer Lopez and Viola Davis. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going right to, I think it might be going to DVD. I'm not really sure.
I said,
But
if you
the
have
crazy-
anything to mention, throw it
Yeah,
out. But we have to move on
I
to
do. I got one thing.
predictions.
One thing.
Jennifer Lopez in like her neighborhood is called. It goes by La Guitarra.
Oh, guitar.
Yeah, it's because her body is shaped like a guitar.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like an hourglass figure.
I was wondering if maybe we could call you La Guitarra
No.
eventually.
No, you can't.
Okay, we can
and
move on
Ken's
now.
going to get mad at me for taking
we can
so
move
long.
on. We can move
We can
on.
move on.
All right,
Yeah.
we are going to predictions. Keep in mind, the biggest opening movies are going to be Ant-Man and Trainwreck, both with Ant-Man's coming out in 3,700 theaters, Trainwreck 31, competing, of course, with heavy hitters, but some that didn't bring in too much money. So, let's make some bets. Let's make some places. And you know who seems to be having a rough time?
Who?
Tom over there.
Yeah.
So he's going to start.
Oh boy. Okay.
Go ahead, Tom.
Let's see where I put that. Today's a rough day.
We want real numbers, not inflation.
Yeah.
I
There's
think.
no rounding.
I think what we're gonna see is Ant-Man #1,
Okay.
Minions number 2.
Okay. Where do you think Ant-Man's going then?
I think Ant-Man's going to do like $75 million.
Okay.
Maybe more.
Could do more, yeah.
Minions is going to drop to about 60, I'd say. Maybe 7. It'll be close.
So what's number 3 for you?
I haven't got to it yet.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do you want me to give you some of your contenders? Contenders for the 3rd spot?
Yeah, I had it. I don't know where it's
Going to... You got Jurassic World, Inside Out, Trainwreck.
Oh, yeah, Trainwreck number 3.
Okay.
Trainwreck number 3. Jurassic Park... or Jurassic World number 4. And Inside Out number 5.
Okay.
I think I have the same exact thing. I got number 1 Ant-Man, number 2 Minions, number 3 Jurassic World.
Nope.
Oh, no, wait. You're right.
She said
Sorry.
it.
Nope.
Yeah.
No. Number 3 Trainwreck, number 4 Jurassic World, number 5 Inside Out.
Okay.
Same list.
So let's go with Ant-Man.
Let's go
number
Ant-Man.
Always
numbers.
going to dare to be different.
Are you going to go ahead?
So you did have that same 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Switch it up, or
I
we
just
all have to
always
guess?
have to gamble. I just have to gamble it.
Right.
Ant-Man, Minions, Trainwreck, Inside Out, Jurassic World.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Minions, that's tough.
So JT, let's do Trainwreck. I mean,
Let's match up
Yeah.
some Ant-Man. I've seen the movie, so I'm going to try to take that out of my equation here. I think we haven't had a superhero film in quite some time since, Avengers?
it's getting decent buzz. Comic-Con,
Yeah.
it's on the heels of
And
Comic-Con.
it is Marvel. And I think this is one of those movies that you could bring the kids to even more so than the last couple movies.
Mm-hmm.
You said what, 75?
Yeah, I think 75.
I'm going to go 90.
Wow.
I
Okay.
think it's going big.
Fair.
I'm going to go
Say 90.
83.
83?
Okay. That's
Okay.
fair enough. That's fair enough.
Just undercut me a little bit.
Just a little bit.
You know.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think 90.
Gotta make-
It's tough because Minions is doing so good. I think it's gonna drop. It's still gonna make like 50 something next week.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everything
I
else
think
is
a
gonna
lot
go
of people
down
want to
significantly.
hear what Ant-Man is doing. I don't
Yeah.
feel like there's the push of like you need to see this first.
It's going to be very interesting to see what Ant-Man does.
I'm not underestimating anything this year anymore because everything is just killing.
It is.
It does.
It is
Everything's
if you
doing.
guess like the top number,
Yeah.
you normally win.
Yeah,
We
it
were
really
off by
is.
100 million on Jurassic World opening
Let's
weekend.
not
So is
mention
everybody.
that. Let's
Yeah,
not mention that.
unbelievable.
All
Listen,
right,
everybody's
those
wrong.
are our
Everybody.
predictions. We can take
One call, one.
2 calls at the most.
two
Yeah,
callers.
at the
They're going
most.
to be quick. So let's see who we got.
Let's kill it. Welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Yeah, Brian in Miami.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey,
What's up, Bri? How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good now. It's hot. It's cooler in here
It's
now.
cooler now.
are you
Yeah.
giving us a question or your top 5 this week?
Hey, I'm gonna give my top 5, and I agree with JT and Tom. Ant-Man number 1, Minions number 2, Trainwreck number 3, Jurassic World number 4, and Inside Out number 5.
What do you got at Minions, money-wise? I mean, not Minions.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, what do you got Ant-Man
What do you
doing?
think Ant-Man's bringing in?
Ant-Man, like you did say, it is coming off the heels of Comic-Con.
Mm-hmm.
I think it may hit 100, may even
Nice.
crack it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
nice.
that's not a bad prediction.
Marvel, man.
Not off. You're not
Doing
off.
no wrong.
I think the market's crowded.
I like to
think the-
dare to be
I
different.
think the marketplace is a little crowded, though, so we'll see.
All right, thanks, man.
I wish I could be different, Sarah. I wish.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, buddy.
This
Thanks
is
for
why
the call,
I
man.
will one day
Thanks, dude.
develop.
No problem.
This is why I will one day develop a gambling problem.
Yeah.
This is why.
Hey, you know what? The only thing hotter than a gambling problem is a chick with a gambling problem.
Hey,
Oh, we got one more caller today.
welcome to Box Office Breakdown. Who do we got?
Hey, it's Dylan.
What's up,
Hey, there he is.
Dylan? What's up, buddy?
How was Comic-Con, guys?
Oh my god.
Great, man.
Ridiculous.
Did you hear that we're going to be limiting our predictions people because we want to make
Yes,
sure
yes, I did.
we got to make sure they're not cheating.
Yeah, in my words. Yeah, Friday afternoon. Friday afternoon, cut it out.
Yeah, have they been?
All right.
Have they been like Friday night giving their predictions?
There's people probably punching it in Monday morning.
Yeah, Comic-Con was great, Joe. Wish her there. I just want to give a quick shout out to we met some fans and we
Yeah.
actually brought him to a few parties.
Yeah.
His name was Wes from Connecticut, my hometown,
Yes.
which was very cool.
Yeah, we were just walking on the street.
Yeah.
And they're like, Vince RJT. And it was, you guys were with us.
Yeah.
She could back it up. We went in there and they're like, hey, let's buy you a drink at this bar. I'm like, no, just follow us. We went to like a couple of rooftop bars. They met a bunch of celebrities and stuff like that. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, it was great. It was great to see the fans and actually get him in there. And the dude got to take a picture with M. Night Shyamalan.
He did. And Norman Reedus. A couple of
Heather
other
Graham was there.
I didn't get to go to the meet and greet, so it was great for me. And I also, Lisa Yu, who's a big fan of Schmoville, big fan of Popcorn Talk and all these shows. Yeah. I dragged her to a few parties.
Yeah, and there was a guy named Anders Peterson, that he's from Norway. I saw him, and he said there's actually like a claymation statue of Sarah in like some guy's apartment where they watch Box Office Breakdown.
I was like, this is also where I'm going to say, you're lying.
No, it's true.
It's true.
Lying.
He did say that.
It really is true.
We don't know if he was telling the truth, but it was said to us.
It was definitely said to us. That's for sure.
All right, Dylan. Thanks so much, buddy. You're kicking ass with the Facebook. I'm glad a lot of people are commenting. And, dude, come to Comic-Con next year, man.
Absolutely.
Come hang out.
It'll be fun. Absolutely.
I plan on it.
Yeah, we'll get you in a couple parties and stuff.
Do you
like
plan on it?
That's
I do actually, yeah.
You guys,
Awesome.
Ken is going to yell at me.
Yeah,
All right,
We have to go. We have to give up our studio space. You guys, thank you so much for watching Box Office Breakdown. We hope you can all see you next year at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
But if not, interact with us on our Facebook. Do those things, the contest that Dylan puts out. Beat us on the 5 for 5 as you normally do.
Until you get something.
Comment, subscribe, Twitter people.
At Schmoes JTE, same thing on Periscope, Instagram. I'm all over the place.
Yeah, at Bob Finstock. I had a long talk with Sarah, and it's looking good. She's going to get a Twitter.
I think it's time.
When I win. I mean, when I win the whole thing.
There is a bet. I have to stay true to it.
That's true.
Yes.
I'm an underdog.
It's happening, guys. It's
I
happening.
wore my Game of Thrones shirt.
Sorry about the mix-up with the top 5. My bad.
Goodbye.
It's all good.
Yeah.
We have to leave.
This little Bobby you speak of is a raging imbecile, a rambling...
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.